Focus on yourself and work hard in silence. Imagine this. You're working late at night while the world sleeps. No one sees the sacrifices, the endless hours, the quiet grind. There are no applause, no validation, no instant rewards. But deep down, you know something powerful is building. This is the essence of silent success. In a world that craves attention, where people broadcast every move, the most unstoppable individuals take a different path. They move in silence, focused, disciplined, and unshaken by external noise. They don't waste time proving themselves to the world. Instead, they let their results speak. If you've ever felt the pressure to announce your goals, seek approval, or explain your journey, stop. The most legendary success stories are written behind closed doors, in quiet determination, without the need for an audience. This book is your blueprint to mastering the art of silent success. It's about shifting your focus inward, building an unshakable work ethic, and allowing your achievements to do the talking. Are you ready to transform your mindset work in silence and let your success become undeniable? Let's begin. Chapter 1. The Strength of Silence. Why quiet hustle wins the race. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. Social media constantly demands attention, notifications keep pulling you in, and everyone has an opinion on what you should or shouldn't do. It's easy to get caught up in the noise, seeking approval, sharing your plans, or feeling the need to prove yourself. But the truth is, those who reach the highest levels of success don't waste time talking about what they're going to do. They focus on doing it. Progress happens in silence. The most powerful moves in life are made when no one is watching. Think about an iceberg. The part that people see is only a small fraction of what lies beneath. The real strength is hidden, growing steadily, unseen, but unstoppable. Likewise, successful people understand that real work is done behind the scenes, away from distractions and external pressure. Silence creates space for deep focus, clarity, and consistent effort. When you remove the need for validation and stop comparing yourself to others, you free up valuable mental energy. You stop worrying about who is ahead or behind and start directing all your energy toward improving yourself. Instead of seeking applause for every small step, you build momentum quietly, allowing your results to speak for themselves. The key to mastery is not in announcing your goals, but in relentlessly executing them. Those who achieve greatness don't spend time proving their progress. They let their progress do the talking. If you truly want success, stop seeking attention and start focusing on the work. The less you speak about what you're going to do, the more energy you have to actually do it. Chapter 2. The Discipline of Private Growth. Improve yourself, not your image. In a world where people constantly showcase their achievements online, it's easy to feel pressured to do the same. The temptation to share every step of your journey, to announce your goals, or to seek approval from others can be overwhelming. But true success isn't about appearances. It's about real, personal growth. Those who focus on improving themselves rather than maintaining an image are the ones who ultimately achieve lasting success. Private growth requires discipline. It means resisting the urge to prove yourself to others and instead dedicating your energy to becoming the best version of yourself. Growth isn't about likes, shares, or recognition. It's about consistent effort, day after day. Even when no one is watching, the most meaningful transformations happen behind closed doors. In the quiet moments of dedication, struggle, and perseverance, think about an athlete training before a big competition. The public only sees the victory, but behind that success are countless hours of silent effort. Early morning workouts, strict diets, mental conditioning, and sacrifices that no one else notices. The same applies to personal growth. The real work happens in solitude, away from distractions, where you can refine your skills, strengthen your mindset, and push yourself beyond your limits. When you shift your focus from impressing others to genuinely improving yourself, you become unstoppable. You no longer need external validation, because you gain confidence from your own progress. Success isn't about proving anything to anyone. It's about becoming someone who doesn't need to work in silence. Grow in private and let the results speak for themselves. Chapter 3. The Power of Consistency. Small actions, big impact. Success isn't built in a single day, nor is it the result of one big breakthrough. It is the outcome of small, disciplined actions, repeated consistently over time. Those who master the art of silent success understand that the key to long-term achievement isn't in grand gestures or overnight transformations. It's in steady daily progress that compounds over time. Think of success like planting a tree at first. The seed is invisible beneath the soil, and nothing seems to be happening. But with daily watering, care, and patience, the roots grow stronger, and eventually a mighty tree emerges. The same applies to your goals. Every small effort, every hour spent learning, every workout completed, every book read, adds up, even when it feels like no progress is being made. The mistake most people make is looking for instant results. They start a new habit, chase a goal, or begin a project. But when they don't see immediate success, they lose motivation and quit. But those who stay committed, even when the progress is invisible, are the ones who eventually see massive results. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is simple. Consistency. When you work in silence and stay consistent, you create unstoppable momentum. The world may not notice your efforts at first, but over time, your results will become undeniable. Focus on showing up every day, doing the work, and improving little by little. Success isn't a single event. It's a quiet, persistent journey of discipline and dedication. Keep going, and eventually, your small efforts will lead to something extraordinary. Chapter 4. Mastering emotional independence. Let go of validation. One of the biggest obstacles to silence success is the need for validation. Many people unknowingly depend on external approval to feel motivated or worthy. They crave recognition, praise, and reassurance that they're on the right path. But true success requires emotional independence, the ability to keep moving forward without seeking permission, applause, or constant reassurance from others. The world teaches us from an early age to seek approval. As children, we look to parents and teachers for praise. As teenagers, we chase acceptance from peers. As adults, social media has amplified this need, making it easy to measure our worth based on likes, comments, and followers. But this kind of validation is fleeting, unreliable, and ultimately a trap. If your motivation is tied to external approval, your confidence will rise and fall based on how others perceive you. Letting go of validation means developing inner confidence. It means trusting your journey, even when no one acknowledges your progress. It means believing in your work, even when there's no immediate recognition. Those who rely on external validation become dependent on it, but those who master emotional independence become unstoppable because their drive comes from within, not from the opinions of others. Imagine a sculptor working on a masterpiece in the early stages. The block of stone looks rough and unformed. There is no applause, no admiration, only silent effort. But the sculptor doesn't stop working just because no one is watching. They continue chipping away, refining the details, patiently shaping their vision. Only after consistent effort does the masterpiece reveal itself. This is the essence of emotional independence. Doing the work, not for attention, but because you believe in the process. To achieve silent success, you must learn to detach from praise and criticism alike. Praise can be addictive, but criticism can be paralyzing. If you let either control you, you will always be at the mercy of other people's opinions. The most successful individuals develop a mindset where neither flattery nor negativity influences their actions. They stay focused on their mission, unaffected by external noise. One of the most effective ways to build emotional independence is to develop a deep sense of self-awareness. Ask yourself, am I doing this for myself or for approval? Would I still pursue this goal if no one ever knew about it? Does my motivation come from within, or am I waiting for validation to keep going? When you free yourself from the need for validation, you gain true freedom. You stop wasting time proving yourself to others and start focusing on becoming the best version of yourself. You no longer seek permission to chase your dreams. You simply chase them. Success is not about how many people approve of your journey. It's about how much progress you make in silence, driven by purpose and self-belief. The less you rely on external validation, the more powerful you become. Let go of the need for approval. Embrace emotional independence and watch how your silent work transforms into undeniable success. Chapter 5. Let your results speak. The art of unspoken greatness. In a world where people constantly talk about their goals, plans, and ambitions, there is something profoundly powerful about those who remain silent and simply let their results do the talking. The greatest achievers don't waste time explaining what they are going to do. They focus on doing it. They don't seek validation through words. They prove their worth through action. True greatness doesn't need to be announced. It reveals itself in undeniable results. The habit of speaking too much about your aspirations often drains the energy needed to achieve them. Every time you talk about your plans, you release a sense of accomplishment before taking meaningful action. This illusion of progress can weaken your drive. When you work in silence, you build momentum internally. Instead of sharing every step of your journey, you stay focused, disciplined, and committed to actual progress. One of the most effective ways to stand out is not by talking about success, but by embodying it. Think about the most respected individuals in any field. They are not the ones constantly boasting about their work. They are the ones who produce extraordinary results. Their impact is visible not because they announce it, but because their actions speak louder than any words ever could. There is immense value in being underestimated. When people don't know what you are working on, they cannot interfere, discourage, or sabotage your progress. Staying quiet about your efforts keeps you focused and prevents unnecessary distractions. It allows you to operate in a space where your only competition is yourself. This mindset gives you an edge, because while others waste time explaining, you are busy executing. Another benefit of letting your results speak is that it commands respect effortlessly. When people see undeniable success, they naturally recognize it. You don't have to persuade, argue, or seek approval. Real achievements are self-evident. The most influential individuals in history didn't beg for recognition. They built something so impactful that the world couldn't ignore it. This approach also applies to personal growth. When you improve yourself in silence, you don't have to convince others of your transformation. They will see it in your discipline, your actions, and the way you carry yourself. People who work hard in silence develop a quiet confidence that is far more powerful than empty words. Many people waste energy trying to prove their worth instead of actually increasing it. But true power comes from consistent improvement, not constant explanation. The most successful athletes, entrepreneurs, and visionaries do not spend time justifying their ambitions. They focus on refining their skills, perfecting their craft, and delivering results. Their silence is not weakness. It is the calm before the storm of undeniable success. To embrace this philosophy, commit to the process of quiet execution. Resist the urge to explain your goals to everyone. Instead, channel that energy into action. Measure progress, not by how many people acknowledge your work, but by the depth of your improvement. Stay consistent, stay disciplined, and allow time to reveal what words cannot. The most powerful statement you can make is through your results. When your work speaks for itself, you never have to explain, defend, or seek recognition. You become someone who doesn't just talk about success, you embody it. Chapter 6. The Hidden Advantage. Why silent success is more powerful. There is an undeniable advantage in working in silence. In a world where people are quick to share every detail of their progress, those who move quietly hold the greatest power. They are not distracted by opinions, not slowed down by unnecessary attention, and not weighed down by expectations. They have the freedom to focus, the ability to adapt without scrutiny, and the space to grow without interference. Silence is not just a personal choice. It is a strategic advantage that separates those who truly succeed from those who merely talk about it. One of the greatest dangers of sharing too much is external influence. The moment you announce your plans, you invite opinions, both good and bad. Some people will doubt you, discouraging you from even starting. Others may admire your ambition, but unknowingly place pressure on you with their expectations. Either way, their words create mental noise that can cloud your focus. When you work in silence, you eliminate these distractions and maintain complete control over your journey. There is also a psychological advantage to staying quiet. When you tell others about your goals, your brain receives a small dose of satisfaction, as if you have already accomplished something. This false sense of progress can weaken your motivation. On the other hand, when you keep your ambitions to yourself, you maintain an internal drive that fuels consistent action. The less you talk, the more energy you conserve for actual execution. Another hidden advantage of silent success is the element of surprise. When people don't know what you're working on, they can't anticipate your next move. They can't criticize what they don't see, and they can't compete with what they don't expect. This makes you unpredictable, giving you the upper hand in any field. Many of the most successful individuals and businesses operate this way, staying quiet while making major moves, then revealing their success only when it is undeniable. Moving in silence also protects you from unnecessary resistance. When people see you working towards something great, Some will support you, but others will feel threatened. Not everyone wants to see you succeed. Some may try to discourage you, while others may attempt to sabotage your efforts. By keeping your progress private, you shield yourself from negativity and allow yourself to work in peace. A major key to silent success is self-discipline. Without external validation, it is up to you to stay motivated. This requires a strong internal compass, a mindset that does not seek approval, but instead finds fulfillment in progress itself. When you are self-driven, your success is no longer dependent on recognition. You work hard, not because others are watching, but because you refuse to settle for anything less than your best. The world rewards results, not promises. The more you talk about what you plan to do, the more you risk being seen as someone who only speaks, but never delivers. The most respected individuals let their achievements make the noise. When you commit to silent success, you develop a powerful aura, one that commands respect not through words, but through undeniable proof of your abilities. Silent success is not just about avoiding distractions. It is about mastering control over your own destiny. It allows you to move freely, make mistakes without judgment, and build something truly meaningful without the pressure of public scrutiny. Those who understand this principle don't waste time explaining themselves. They simply work, execute, and let their results speak for them. By embracing the power of silence, you gain an advantage that most will never understand, but one that will set you apart in ways words never could. Chapter 7: The Legacy of Quiet Mastery. Success without seeking attention. True success is not measured by how many people know your name, how many followers you have, or how much attention you receive. It is measured by the impact you create, the mastery you develop, and the legacy you leave behind. The greatest achievements in history were not built on noise, but on quiet dedication, relentless effort, and an unshakable commitment to excellence. Those who understand the power of quiet mastery know that real success does not come from seeking recognition. It comes from becoming someone who does not need it. The modern world encourages people to seek attention. For every small victory, social media has turned personal growth into a performance, where people feel the need to announce every step they take. But true masters of any field know that greatness is not about visibility. It is about skill, discipline, and resilience. The most powerful people in any industry are not the ones constantly talking about what they are doing. They are the ones who are quietly building, creating, and perfecting their craft behind the scenes. There is something deeply powerful about those who do not crave attention yet achieve extraordinary things. These individuals do not need applause to validate their work. They do not depend on praise to fuel their motivation. Instead, they find fulfillment in the work itself. They take pride in their progress, knowing that success is not something that needs to be displayed. It is something that speaks for itself. One of the most valuable aspects of quiet mastery is the ability to control your own narrative. When you do not constantly share your goals and progress, you protect yourself from unnecessary expectations and external pressure. You allow yourself the freedom to grow at your own pace, make mistakes in private, and refine your skills without judgment. This creates an environment where you can focus entirely on improvement rather than performance. There is also a deeper sense of personal fulfillment in silent success. Many people chase recognition, believing that external validation will bring them happiness. But the truth is the most rewarding accomplishments are the ones that are deeply personal, achievements that no one else needs to see to be meaningful. When you stop seeking approval and start focusing on genuine growth, you discover a level of satisfaction that cannot be given by others. It must come from within. The most influential individuals throughout history did not waste time proving themselves with words. They allowed their actions, their innovations, and their impact to define them. Scientists, inventors, artists, and thinkers who changed the world did so not because they sought attention, but because they were committed to mastery. Their legacy was not built on self-promotion, but on undeniable excellence. Another crucial advantage of quiet mastery is resilience. When you do not rely on external validation, you are not shaken by criticism, nor are you dependent on praise. Your drive comes from an unshakable internal source, which allows you to remain focused even in the face of obstacles. This level of independence gives you the mental strength to push forward, even when no one else believes in your vision. Many people who seek recognition early in their journey become trapped by the expectations they create. They become more focused on maintaining an image than on actually improving themselves. But those who commit to silent growth are free to evolve, adapt, and continuously refine their abilities. They are not bound by the need to prove anything. They are driven by a deeper purpose. The legacy of quiet mastery is built over time. It is not something that is announced, but something that becomes undeniable through action. The greatest rewards in life come not from trying to be seen, but from committing to something greater than recognition itself. Those who focus on their work embrace the process and dedicate themselves fully to their craft will find that in the end, success does not need to be loud. It only needs to be real. Master the art of silent success, and you will not just achieve greatness, you will embody it. Chapter 8. The Unshakable Mindset. Becoming unstoppable through silent success. The final and most powerful element of silent success is mastering the unshakable mindset. While strategy, discipline, and action are essential, none of them matter without the right mental foundation. The most successful people are not just those who work in silence. They are those who cultivate an inner strength so powerful that no obstacle, criticism, or failure can break them. Silent success is not just about working without seeking attention. It is about developing the kind of mental resilience that makes success inevitable. At the core of an unshakable mindset is the ability to trust the process. Many people give up too soon because they expect immediate results. When progress is slow, they start doubting themselves, looking for shortcuts, or seeking validation from others to stay motivated. But those who master silent success understand that real achievement is built over time. They do not rush. They do not seek quick wins. They commit to the long journey, knowing that patience and consistency will lead them to extraordinary results. One of the greatest mental traps that hold people back is the fear of failure. This fear often stems from worrying about what others will think. Many people hesitate to take risks or try new things because they are afraid of looking foolish or being judged. But when you embrace silent success, you free yourself from these fears. You realize that failure is just part of growth. And because you are not constantly broadcasting your progress, you are free to experiment, learn, and improve without outside pressure. Another key element of an unshakable mindset is the ability to detach from emotions that do not serve your goals. Many people allow setbacks, criticism, or even temporary lack of motivation to dictate their actions. But true silent achievers know that emotions come and go, and they do not let momentary feelings control their long-term vision. They do not allow self-doubt, frustration, or external negativity to derail them. Instead, they stay disciplined, treating success as a process rather than an emotional experience. A person with an unshakable mindset also understands the power of self-reliance. Many people depend on external motivation to keep them going. They need encouragement, reminders, or accountability from others. But those who work in silence develop the ability to push themselves without needing external pressure. They wake up and do the work, not because someone is watching, but because they are committed to their own standards. This kind of self-discipline is what separates those who merely dream of success from those who achieve it. The most unstoppable individuals also recognize the importance of environment. They protect their time, energy, and mental space by surrounding themselves with things that support their growth. They do not engage in meaningless conversations, waste energy on drama, or allow distractions to take them away from their goals. Instead, they create an environment of focus, cutting out anything that does not contribute to their success. One of the biggest advantages of silent success is that it allows you to build quietly without interference. When you do not seek attention for every step of your journey, you remain unpredictable. People cannot judge what they do not see. They cannot discourage what they do not know. This allows you to move with complete freedom, adjusting your strategy, refining your skills, and making progress without unnecessary resistance. An unshakable mindset also requires a deep sense of self-awareness. Many people chase success without understanding why they want it.